Hi, this is Kim Watson of Easy Trader. What I'm going to do here is do a quick review on the key economic data that is due out this week, and a very quick review of last week's data. Okay, so the big stories really last week was mixed UK data, mostly weak. We saw the jobs figure slip back to 7.2 from 7.1 from the previous month, although claims fell considerably and they were significantly better than expectation at minus 27,000 versus minus 18, so quite a move there. Inflation came in slightly lower than expectation at 1.9 versus 2, and the retail sales fell 0.6 lower than expectation to minus 1.5. So all in all, it's a mostly weak figure there, and this comes back to what I've been talking about for a while now in terms of we've seen lots of growth everywhere, and are we starting now to plateau out and maybe even seeing some signs of a bit more weakness? There's certainly a possibility. Now the week ahead is really about the second GDP numbers coming in from the UK and the US, and also the Euro Consumer Price Index. So let's have a look at what's coming out then. The German IFO Business Climate, it's never a massive mover. We did see a little spike from it, but the data was very much in line with expectation. It's not a big mover to the markets. That's already released now. US consumer confidence coming out. Likewise, I've not seen a big move in this for some time. It's comes out at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Not a big mover. That's all the news that's of any significance tomorrow. And then we're leading into Wednesday when we've got the UK GDP second estimate. Now, second estimates are generally for the UK pretty much in line with the first estimate, and the first figure is always the main figure from which we would normally trade and get the bigger moves. However, in the current situation, if the second estimate was to be revised either higher or lower, we could see a reasonable move. Otherwise, I'm really expecting that not to make a significant impact. Moving ahead to Thursday, you've got the US core durable goods. This has been variable of late. In the good times, it can really give us some good price action to trade, but at the moment it still seems pretty shallow in terms of price action, which leads on to Friday. And we've got two key figures really. The European Consumer Price Index that's coming out at 10 o'clock. Now there are sort of rumours coming around in terms of what they're going to do if the inflation falls below the expectation of 0.7 and continue to move down. It's well below expectation, and it's whether or not there'll be any measures taken. Now Draghi did hint at they needed to look at some more data. Now this may be the data they're looking at to make a decision at the next interest rate meeting, but for now it could create some stir on Friday at around about 10 o'clock. And then of course we've got the US GDP prelim. This is a second guess second release of the GDP figures. In the US they tend to move around a little bit more. I mean, it's a much bigger economy, it's harder to measure. The measurements often are much more volatile or variable, should I say, in terms of where they come into. So any sort of significant difference or should create some sort of price action. So that's out at 1:30. Sorry, I haven't put it on here, so it's at 1:30. Okay, that's the week ahead. Hope you have a great one. Bye for now.